Right, so I've got some good news to open up this video. The oil sump gasket has come for the oil sump, and I've got an O-ring for the oil level sensor, which goes into the bottom of the sump. What I'm gonna do is smash this out now. It won't take me 2 minutes to put all the bolts back into the sump, get the gearbox up, back on. I've got Jack there, he's just got his new Polo. We went and picked that up from Reading, 1.2 Polo. So I managed to save him a good couple of quid on that. And then what we're gonna do is just tackle the last couple of wiring issues. Off camera, I installed the DPF as well. So that's ready to go. That entire side's ready to go. It's just these last couple of vacuum lines as well. I've got the wiring diagram for that. And then it's ready to go in, boys and girls. So I think this is a good hour to 2 hours work. And then it's going in. It's going in. It's going back in, guys. And I'm so excited. I've got the rest of the day now to try and smash this out. So I'm going to put you up on a tripod as always. And then I'll let you know updates as we go. So yeah, let's go, guys. Right, so that new sump and gasket is on temporarily. I'm just gonna put the rest of the bolts in now. I'm gonna get the torque specs and the torque sequence from the internet. And yeah, as you saw, I greased up the O-ring that was sort of on the inside of the gasket, because the BMW garage told me that's a little trick they use to keep it nice and sealed. I normally use oil because that's what I've been told to do, but grease apparently is even better. So yeah, and what I did was clean off the mating surface on the block, just from all the old dirty sort of oil and all that. So that's where we are right now. What I'm going to do, as I said, bolt all that in, get the gearbox on straight away, and yeah, and then we're going to keep moving. Let's go. Right, so what we're going to do now, guys, I'm going to drop it back onto my Mini Cooper's back seats and rejig the wiring. So I'm going to try and get this wiring closer to this bar, so we've got more sort of room up towards the ceiling to get the angle of dangle in there. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm happy with how much wiring we've actually completed. Gearbox is obviously back on, sump pan's back on, hopefully without a crack this time. And yeah, we'll have to just put on the rest of the sort of the accessories and sort out the rest of the wiring when it's in the car. I should be able to do it. It won't take too much longer to get this thing started. So that is the aim of the game right now, guys. So let's get ourselves into position, make some room for ourselves, and hopefully we'll see an engine in here now, guys. So first thing we did this morning was, I had the brilliant idea, of course, to remove the two bolts holding the power steering sort of racking, and we shifted it, as you can see, from the bolt hole slightly to the left, which has hopefully given us enough clearance to get it past there and onto the mount. So you shall see, hopefully, in the very, very, very near future, we'll have this lined up and touching the engine mounts and bolted in the car. So yeah, wish us luck. It's not light, but we'll get it in there now, boys. Right, boys and girls, I've got my extensions here. That is an extension bar, let me tell you. Me and Jack, we have got this thing on. You should have seen the excitement on our faces when I said it's in. Like, I've never felt something like it. So I just gotta get the 16mm nut tightened in with my ratchet, and we can officially say and take the engine crane off and can say that the engine is mounted. Now take this engine crane off and start with the fuel system, electrical systems, and hopefully we can get a bit of power to this and see if we are firing on any cylinders at all. This engine, I may have been sold a dud, we never know, but we're gonna get this thing sorted. So I'll let you know what we do now, but this is an incredible achievement. I can't thank you this man enough, because we've been here for hours and hours just cracking away trying to get this done over the last couple of weeks. And yeah, honestly, this is such a good feeling, just seeing this engine back in here. Fair play. All right then, so I'll let you know what I'm doing now. My time doing now is, if anyone can make any sense of that, that's what my job is now, is to basically get all the wiring in the correct place, going around the engine, plugging it all back into the ECU, vacuum lines and fuel lines going the right way, and then I think I can confidently say that we can get this thing started. So yeah, this is the main bit now. So just running the fuel lines, just going through all the sort of the systems, electrical system, fuel systems, and make sure everything's bolted in. Of course, we're gonna have a bit of issues with the fuel injectors potentially, but I'll have someone on hand to code them in anyway, so if we run into any problems. Other than that, guys, I'm just gonna time lapse this. Hopefully when you look at this again, it'll be a bit tidier and I'll be able to make a bit more sense of it. But yeah, it's pretty much just last little bit now, guys, so happy days. Right, so I'm going to pack it up for today and pick up tomorrow. So what we've done, we've obviously mounted it down the side there. I put the power steering rack back together. I've done a few of the cables all around, connected the ECU and all the major sort of wiring that goes into that tub there. Darted around the engine. I've definitely clipped in a lot of things and done a lot of the piping. I wasn't originally going to do the hoses, but I thought it'd just be easier just to route the wires and the hosing at the same time. I've got a couple of these little clips on order. They should be here tomorrow. What else? I've ordered some more O-rings for the inlet manifold. We've also got the fuel rail all set up with the hard lines and the lines that go through here. I've also connected this hard line here. There's a bit of a bend in it, so I'm gonna have to watch that when starting. Still can't figure out where this plugs into. I know I'm being silly because that's such an obvious sort of fitting. So I feel like there's probably a part on the shelf that I'm missing or something like that. But I'll definitely find out where that goes soon enough. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with what we've done today. Just looking at this engine in here, this makes me so proud of everything that we've done so far. I've also plugged in the oil level sensor wiring. Don't have a clue where these go. I think these go to the gearbox. So I might have to get into the car for that. Other than that, there's only one plug there. I can't figure out where that goes. And just the vacuum lines then. Just gotta route these to where they need to go. And then I think we're gonna have fire in the cylinders. So I'm gonna get the battery charged up tonight, and we'll see where we get to tomorrow. So yeah, catch you in a minute. Right, so I'm back, guys, and I have figured out this morning where this goes. I looked at some pictures, and this hardline runs across the engine like that. There's a lovely like sort of box it all runs in on top of the engine cover and all that in the future when I've got it all sussed out properly. I've figured out all the wiring now. I've got no connections where I'm scratching my head at, so that's all good. I've just got to connect the fuel down there. You see that blue little circle there? I've just got to attach that. That'll take 1 second. All these vacuum lines, I've figured them out now. There's two of these sort of junction boxes where the two vacuum lines run into each other, and then it all just hooks up to this EGR valve and this pump that sort of controls the inlet of the air. So I think I'm ready to put some oil in it. This takes 6.5 litres of oil, I believe. I'm going to double check that. And I've got the battery in the boot ready to plug in. So I'm going to do all that. And then I can proudly say that we're going to try and start this thing. So are you all ready? Because I'm not. I am very scared because this engine is a big question mark. Whenever you buy something secondhand from eBay, there's a big question mark, and I'm worried that I bought a dud, but we will see in hopefully the next couple of minutes, guys. So give me 2 seconds and I'll get those things sorted, and I'm gonna set you up, and hopefully we have something. So yeah, let me do that. Right, guys, so I'll tell you what I've done now. So I've filled up the car with oil. It's just above the minimum on the dipstick. I've connected this power all the way from the alternator to this sort of positive terminal here. Connected the fuel line down there. So that's my oil by there. I used a full gallon and just a tad out of that one bottle. Coming round to the back, guys, I have installed the battery, all the connections, everything in between, all down nice and tight. So that leaves us one thing, and that is to get in the car. Well, I'll go around the other way. Is to get in the car and see what we've got. I'm going to prime the engine. So I'm just going to put the key in, press start with no clutch or nothing like that, so it doesn't actually start the car. Try and get some fuel and the oil pumping, just to prime sort of the engine as best as possible. And then I'm going to click the start button with the clutch down and see if we've got anything at all. So this is a big one. Anyone would be stressed in my situation right now, so pray for me, guys. This is quite a big moment. When I say quite, very, very big. So let me do that now. Right, guys, it's a bit moldy in here now because it's been here for so long. And I've had obviously the hole where the shifter is, so a lot of moisture has been getting in. But I've got light on the start thing there. I've got the radio. This is lovely. I forgot that I had heated seats and all that. Turn that off. So I'm going to click start, but nothing on the pedals. Ooh. Ooh. So I heard a little click. The ignition is switched on. Obviously, I'm going to have Christmas tree lights. Oh, I got 163 miles there. I'm going to do that again. I had a click. I think I heard some... Oh, I think I heard something leak then. Oh, I've got a leak. 2 seconds. Right, so I don't think we've got a leak. I think we're okay. What I'm going to do, stick you up on a tripod, and we're going to see where we are. The engine is definitely live. Nothing right now, guys. Right, so I've connected the ground as I wasn't getting any luck. There was a ground strap from the engine mount. So I'm going to try and press the start button again. Fingers crossed, guys. Okay, that is a good sign, but no spark. But that is a massive achievement so far. So I've just been on the phone to the mechanic again, and he said it sounds like it's overspinning and it might be losing compression after the injectors, because I slowly took apart this injector here just to see whether it was getting fuel, whichever. But as you can see there, guys, this one here is sitting much lower than that one now, and I've done that on every single one. And I was thinking when I was installing these hard pipes, they're a bit close, but I didn't have many pictures of reference of when I had these on. So what I did was flip this little bracket here around. I'll get this one back up. I installed all of these brackets like that, but if you flip it around, the injector sits in much lower. Let me just put that in there for you, so you got a visual representation. So that's the flipped round way. This is the way I've had it this entire time, like that. So they're standing about an inch too proud. So what I'm gonna do is to flip them all around, and maybe just maybe we'll have compression in this engine and we'll have it starting. So I think this is the last piece of the puzzle, but I don't want to get too excited. So I'm going to flip all these round now, guys. I'll let you know when I've done that. And maybe, just maybe, we'll get this car started. So let me do that, guys. With all that done now, I've completely tightened everything down, make sure everything's plugged in. It's gotten very dark on us now, but I am a lot more confident than I was earlier. I think we might get a start. But I hate saying it. So let me get in the car, set you up, and we'll see if this thing runs. Sorry it's so dark, guys, but this is what we have to do. Right. Fingers crossed once again. Here it goes. Nearly. Much better, guys. Let's go again. Again, man, come on. Let me spray some brake don't know whether that's just because I don't have the exhaust on. One sec, guys. Well, it fires. I don't know about that, but the engine is going like. I don't want to do any more a minute because it's quite late and I'm happy with that. There's no exhaust on it whatsoever. Right, boys and girls, I'm gonna end it out here. It's the next day. I didn't film an outro out last night. I'm back at it again today. I have put in some serious hours on this build so far. I wouldn't want to know how much I've put in so far and how much it's going to take me. But Jack's really helped me out, cut those hours down. So yeah, definitely use him in the future as well, because I've got a lot of ideas coming up, and 2022 is right around the corner. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you can, please press the like button on the video, that helps me out massively. And if you're new, click the subscribe button, because we have got a big year coming up next year. So yeah, leave it there, guys. Next episode is going to be right behind this one. So yeah, peace out. Catch you later. Ta-da.